Hello Blender folks, welcome back to this Pxy-VERSE and live stream of world building today. Yes, a little late, but I've been not able to be precise on timing these days, but at least I'm doing this every day, so I'll try to fix this, and probably I need to start a bit later as I used to do late on this earlier in this year, 2025. And so let's see what we gonna do. So I'm also planning to make less rig content in favor of other kind of content, maybe modeling characters, texturing characters, I don't know, maybe scenery making, assets, I don't know, something that will be more attractive, and of course 3D animation, right? So what I should be doing with this character, because she's not too far from being completed, but the rigging, right, it's hard. It takes usually time on complex characters. So today, we're gonna stick to rigging, but I will try. Let's have a timer here. Just start now. 1 hour. After 1 hour, I'll see if I can get at least something else. So, but I need to push the rigging as much as possible here. So last time I was fixing, readjusting the mesh of the eyes. So this must be very precise, right, according to character design. And I was having this problem of not having the mesh snapping correctly to the... It's like we can do better here. So let's snap this to that. So I have the eyelash selected, as well as the... Let's hide some stuff here, folks. Here. Yes, the eye stuff, but maybe not the eyebrow, not the eye surface. We don't need that, so just not that. So yeah, so I need the eyelash and that. So so I need to select both here and here, these two meshes, and then we pick this verse. Let's try to snap here. Oh, I see. The anatomy of the eyelash actually would be better if I had... Yeah, I think I can have this. Would that be a triangle like that? Unsure, but yeah, it makes sense to... This is the wrong, of course. Let's extrude here. Then let's do this. Let's just snap it here. No, before I snap, let's just fix this. Give them some edge crease. This edge crease is 0.3, so I'm using 0.3 for usually. Then here, let's also mark seam, and here clear seam, just for organization. Then of course I need the face here, and I want to make sure these faces are not inverted. Yeah, okay, this is good. But yeah, so then we get here. Oh yeah, I see, I totally see what I need. Okay, so I need this, then I'm gonna grab this again. Let's complete this. Then here, so this we can delete edge here, we can make this face, and here this will be a dissolve edge. No, it doesn't work. So clear seam, mark seam, snap this here. GG. Let's try to reposition this in a better spot. This could be closer here. Yeah. There's a curvature here. And here we could consider what to do with that. Trying to conceive the proper anatomy of this, but this should work. So I have some face loop here. Yeah, that makes sense. All right. Okay, that should work. Okay. So I had some mesh, some portions of the mesh which weren't matching here. I don't know why they got unmatched. For this case, what we need to make sure is that there's nothing operating here that would be like, yeah, there's nothing operating there that would be affecting on edit mode, right? So no, it's really what we see here, it's what it is without the modifiers. Oh yeah, let's also do this. Yeah, so here you get some displacement as well. We could say that maybe hook modifier could solve this problem of the mesh being displaced, but and the last one, yeah. So this is super annoying because if I just rearrange some mesh of the face, then I have to reposition. There's no automation for that, right? Vertex parenting? Wait. Vertex parenting can work. No, it can't. Because it's... You cannot parent vertex by vertex on the same mesh object, right? You need to... I cannot... That will be more of a... Yeah, so you see what's happening there, right? It just suddenly gets... Oh, I know why. Of course. I need to update some... these vertex groups probably because I've edited this stuff. So I'm in the... here. Let's see if those things are correct. Select. Yeah, we got... eye surface. No, we got this wrong. Let's totally remove this. Then this, what is the vertex waves here? It is 0. This is 1. No, it's the opposite. So yeah, so this is, well, better just to go on wave pane mode, right? Without the... Here you see. So yeah, somewhat one here and here we got that, so that is fine. So this is to push and this is to shrink wrap. Yeah, so we need to... Let me get my table here, and we are not being successful here at this. Let's use the radial and well, Not even the radial wants to contribute here. Okay, not the. Oh, of course, I need to have the vertex select because I was using this paint mask option and vertex selection. In this case, vertex selection is better because we are strictly dealing with just a few very low poly vertices. Here we got one, here we also get. Now with this fixed, now we got good result. Yeah, maybe it's not still perfect, but it should be enough. Let's lock this again, and I hope not be touching, not be required to be touching this too soon. This is okay to change. Is the other ones which are more the ones that should be. Usually I did that connected, but it caused problems with nourishing trapping features regarding eyebrows rigging. Alright, today we're gonna access the wave painting finally of these structures of the eyes rig, perhaps of the mouth rig. So I have to re-access these crazy setups here that I have, the automations. I'm gonna finally have this thing moved. So I think I'll start with the eyelids this time, from inside to outside. Yeah, why not? Whatever works, right? But there are better strategies. Master face collection here. We want the upper face. Let's hide these controllers, and then here we got eyebrows. Yes, we got. They're just the controllers. Eye holes, eyelids. Okay. And tweak eyelids. Control per face. No. Okay. So this is what we want to be addressing here, and we want the deform rig and the face and the eyelids and perhaps the eyelashes just after. Yes, so this is the things that I need to be working with. We see that these bones now, after I did the mesh, they got wrong positionings. We're gonna address that, but I will move everything together so we won't have too much trouble with dealing with all that. So I'm going to hide the eyelashes meshes here. Why did you disappear? I have no idea. Alright. This is better often because now if I unhide, I don't get stuff in reappearing randomly. So now this is a must disable in viewports. So let's get, yeah, I'm wary about other rigs here. Orbicularis Oakley, yeah, no, this is another outer thing, so I have to reposition this of course on these bones here. So I'm gonna, this is the tweak eyelid top, and this is the eyelash deform bone, right? So they are different, but they are share the same position. So here we're gonna snap, we're gonna use a face, yeah, this one, and align rotation target, no. Include non-edited, yes. Move rotate scale, yeah, all, but here we're gonna just mostly move. So I'm not rotating the skeleton data here, I'm just positioning them, and because of the character design and the bendy bones, I want to place this exactly at the joint. It is very dependent on the character. I see a joint here, edge loop, right? This should be the right one. I don't need to be perfect here, right? I'm not gonna grab exactly like the. No, actually there is something that will be worthy here. Let's turn off the subdivision surface modifier. So now I can try to snap it. Well, we could try to snap to vertex right now. No, that's just a face and that's fine. Making sure this is on top of, not of the eye, but at least on top of the eyelids mesh, which has this color, which is just a temporary material. As for this one, no, I'm not gonna deal with the rotation here, so just position it here. So fortunately, this doesn't need to be exact, right? This here we have, yeah, I see a joint here, but okay, I'm gonna make it here. It's not on the joint, but I don't want to make it, it's too far away. So somewhere about here should be fine. It should work in the end. It's more about the wave paint, right? So here we're gonna position this, because the character design, more to the outer side. I'm gonna place it about here. Remember, I'm snapping here. And for these ones, we're gonna place them, yeah, about here. I think should be fine. As for these ones, we're gonna hide the icons. We want to place this. So same idea of the other of this. Maybe a little about here. Yeah, halfway. So yeah, let's give about halfway, should be okay. Now the next step is to try as best as we can to get a good yeah, I need also to reset some rows here. I'm gonna reset everything. Yeah, I'm using the strategy of using the reset roles for everything, so instead of let's get this to the, yeah, there is one thing that is not good though. I want to align this with the eye surface. This is hardly feasible from these bones perspective, because they don't have any shrink wrap. No, they don't. This one has, yes, it has, but it would be to a ghost mesh. This shrink wrap could cause some problem later. So this shrink wrap won't control the alignment of this bone. So this, yeah, I'll have to find there's one way. Let's see, reset roll. Can I snap it? Face project, align rotation to target. Yeah, I get some target. Yeah, you see, but here it gets the wrong target, I guess. Yeah, it's like, then I have to reposition that. Well, this is not a terrible idea, but okay, let's do this way then. I'm gonna use these bones as the, well, it doesn't seem to, this one, for instance, is very weird. Oh no, it is, we see it's following the, no, not quite. Yeah, the roll is really bizarre. So maybe this is why we better. We did some alignments, right? But it's a bit weird, so I'm gonna. Let's get something clear here. Color, Shift H. I'm gonna get these bones and get the Z-axis pointing. Like what I see, right? What I... Oh, it wants the X-axis. I think this reset has nothing to do with the... Maybe it has. Okay, so maybe it's already aligned for align this stuff for us. X-axis forward. X-axis forward. No, here is not. So I don't understand. It uses our logic, but for the most part it seems to be. Yeah. We're gonna scale this up, like we're gonna give them some higher value here, 0.01, so no, 0.01, 0.0, maybe like that. So have easier time visualizing, reset rolls. This x-axis that is not aligned, this could cause some problem for this roll here. But I need to re-snap anyways. We'll see. I just need now this. Try to snap here. You said there are excessive joints there. They are not matching. Now we can fix that. Let's align here. Let's rematch. Then we pick this. Let's snap there. Reset. So what about this row? Is this bendy bone going? Let's augment it to 5. That might be looking better. Might look better. 5. To assess the curvature. Yes, that is good. It doesn't seem to be twisting too crazily. It's hard to see. Yeah, to be fair, I don't trust this very well. So let's try to adjust this. So here, I'm gonna try to do the z-axis forward, right? For all of them. Unfortunately, you have to do this. It's the way I used to do this usually. I want to be economic, but so by having these things organized in this way, the roles as close from the reset point, we can have the bendy bone splines working in sync, like not twisting the bendy bone like crazy. So we're gonna displace this. We want to position this here. This, so here roll control, I also want to z-axis pointing forward, so about here. We're gonna realign here, then we get this, we snap here, then take this off, snap here, because this was the bone, that the bone roll doesn't change the positioning of the bone, just the roll orientation. Y local y-axis rotation on edit mode, which is equivalent to the bone roll. Okay, then we say that this roll is the same of this bone here. I've already aligned that, so it's just snap the tail. Now I pick this and snap this. This one maybe was not snapped correctly, so I'm gonna snap it there, reset, just making sure there's no double snapping here. No, this seems right. Last one, so reset. Let's see, the z-axis is closer here, and this will prevent twisting. And here I'm gonna snap here and snap there, so this should be the right way to go. The positioning here doesn't look great, so I'm gonna this time change here the face, include non-edited. I'm gonna just grab it, move a little more here. I'm gonna, this should not displace the bone, so I'm gonna just do this. This is fine, and just to be sure, I'm gonna snap to the vertex, take off this, there we go. Now all these have been repositioned. We want to make sure that these bones have a correct alignment. They seem to have, but just to be sure, let's get into the here. Let's reset this roll. Shift by G, shift, by color, then this one. No, we can't do that. We see that we have some incorrections here. Just to make sure, I'm gonna use medium point. It's a good thing to look this from different angles. I forgot. This curvature can be made better. Medium point here I don't think would be useful. It is when we have the straight. What are you doing? Straight. It's curved. We have this new algorithm. Tangent, start handle, tangent, and handle absolute. That's right. The tangent is we use on the start handle when, well, we use it for the start handle when the head of the handle should be matching the head of the bendy bone. Otherwise, if we place a bendy bone here, that this should be better be absolute. Absolute is sort of equivalent to automatic, so it's a mimicking of the automatic pattern where the bones would be connected. But so it's the same thing as automatic, but absolute is when the bendy bone is parented offset, or doesn't need parenting actually. The automatic is the one relying usually on parenting. Notably connected parenting. There are different setups, and this is a bit of obscure knowledge of the bendy bone. Let's save here. Let's make a next iteration of the file, and now I want to make sure that these bones, these colors will be super annoying here, so let's change these colors here. I'm gonna give them some sort of, this color is fine. Then these are tweaker bones, right? So they get this color, that's fine. and these ones are eyelashes. Yeah, so I want to make these eyelashes maybe more elongated and that way, so just a little easier to distinguish them. Okay, so this new positioning, we should be ready now to wave paint the eyelids, cartoony eyelids. So I've made this over and over again. Okay, let's reset this stretch to bone constraints. Let's symmetrize everything here. So it will symmetrize also these adjustments to the stretch to bone constraints. Now, oh yeah, forgot. Now I want to pick this and also this, and we'll align with this, which seems to be already correct. Delete this bone. Could be this one actually. Could have been this one. And alright, I don't know, there's a negative 0 here, never understand that. The mechanism bone for the eyes, or Alt M mechanism. Whatever. Oh, I know now why it is here, okay, so. Shift M mechanism and Shift M. Let's bring it back to the deform eyelids or deform eyelashes. Deform eyelashes, yeah. Let's bring it. Oh no, let's not do that. If I need it, I hope I will remember. It's a custom space bone, it's just for getting a special alignment. But in the way I'm rigging this, maybe it will be unnecessary because I'm already setting these bones aligned by default. So they are not too tilted in the orientation of the mesh. This shouldn't be necessary, it's arbitrary. In other rigs I did it, but I don't think that this will be useful right at the moment, but I keep the bone here just in case. Okay, wave painting. So for wave painting this, we want the deform eyelids, not the eyelash this time. We are gonna make sure that these bones are non-deform bones. These bones are deformed bones, yes, and these are non-deformed bones, correct. So this seems to be right. I won't double check everything here. So we want to have a mask here, which we could start, yeah, a mask for the, yeah, so eyes region. Let's get here. Ah, hold on. No, we don't have the operator here for this, for vertex group. I think not. No, this is for wave paint mode. But maybe we can try some trick here. Hold on. Okay, I didn't need to yeah, could have been done. Alright, then we hide the eyebrows. Gonna wave paint here. We want a mask for just for now this thing. Alright. And now we select this bone. There's a lot of buttons I'm clicking here. Let's get the screencast keys. So here, this is a little time consuming, but it's very important. So what we want to do is to wave paint the mesh of the eyelids, but I will start to spread, and here you see where we will require the subdivision surface could be okay here. It's lagging too much. Hold on, maybe it's because of some no, it's okay, we can't do this right now, so leave it. This is okay. So we need to spread this, and for that we need to make a gradation here. There will be numerous ways to achieve that, but we want this maximum waves usually on this, and in the corners we want very small waves. It's not too hard if we know how to handle this. Of course, because it's a bendy bone, it's much simpler. Looks like that the spreading is not working very well here, because maybe I need to do this, right? This value here could be much lesser value. And yeah, we could probably use some recurrent values, equal value for each one of that. And so this mesh will then collapse. Wait. I've lost my masking. Hold on. I've lost my masking again. Just reset the bones. You see, now we have this. And this is exactly what we want. There are other automations to be achieved with this that are beneficial. I don't have like the ultimate automation for, but like essentially we could have this bone have some dumped track targeting this, something like that. That can help when you push this down. Then this rotates a little. We could have many ways to achieve this. Sharp corner also sometimes is not so good, so a lot will depend on the best approach will be dependent on the character design. So this could be a problem here if I don't find a way to smooth this out. Okay, and for this we we can now address these waves of this bone. So it's the same idea. So just can get full waves here to start with. And then we can start to maybe mimic the same. Actually, we might be able to just hide this, so you don't need to be using the mask. It's easier to toggle between the bones. So for example, I can pick this value here and just, yeah, let's start with this value here. What would be? It's a very low value. Let's here I'm leaving this. It's good to have some smoothing, blended waves, shared waves in some regions. Okay, maybe this bendy bone. No, for bendy bones is slightly different. We don't want the bendy bone to be crossing all around. This is special of. It's very specific to the bendy bones. I know this can sometimes create horrid artifacts. It's the stretching artifact. Okay, I sort of lost some controls here, but we can probably spread this a little more, and then we gradually will get those things in order. Like, let's pick this value here. And try to set it yeah, so I'm starting to get the right vertex there, but then I've lost okay, we are getting it. I could isolate those vertex like there'll be another way, right? In this organized way that I'm doing, there's certainly an easier way. We could like pick the whole. The problem is that I cannot pick the whole. Okay, I got an idea. So we gotta pick the whole edge ring here. We're gonna go back here. We're gonna use this one, and for each group, for each bone, by respecting, by knowing which is we then just get this value and just wave paint this like crazy, but just on there. Then I'm gonna swap to here. No, lost the selection here. No, it's not this. 2 plus 3. I needed to click 3. Then here we're gonna just wave paint just these vertices here until this one, I guess. Yeah, it worked, but it's not having too much effect. It should start from the. Wait, there. What is this selection mechanism? What this mechanism is doing here? No, this is a. It's not a bone. These are faces. I've lost my selection again. Let's try to... Okay, here. Looks like we don't have a face loop there. No, maybe it's normal. Yeah, there's nothing here. So we just need to 3, change the bone, 2, and now again. It's hard to see the waves, but they are there. Here, and 3, 2, we already did that one, but just a revision. And it should stop here. Okay, this time we're gonna change this selection. We're gonna start from this one, will be better. Wave paint mode, then we got 3, then we got this 1, 2. Actually, let's displace the bones first, so we start getting some interesting results. Select the bone 2, and now I get that maximum waves. We can just do everything here. 2, select 2. This is the lower, no, this is the top, wrong one. This one. And here we want to maybe here, and possibly this as well. There we go. 2, reset. We could pull that one as well. Yeah, so this way of wave painting mechanically is very tedious. It works, but sometimes in the end we might need to revise some stuff and do it less analytical and smooth more randomly. Yeah, it should be valuable also. Probably in organic rig it's usually the way to go. But for now, let's conclude this approach. So I need now the second loop. We could also have another face loop, edge ring for this, for the eyelids, if this is not enough, besides the subdivision surface modifier. But here we're going to go here. Let's get to the bone here. Let's Shift X here. Got the value of the waves. Then we got here. Let's go for this one. Yeah, here we see a lot of issues. I can't, no, not changing here. So just paint manually here, very simple. This could be, let's say, a starting condition, right? These are already shared waves. This probably these two. So here, this is fine. Then I'm not sure about this one, so I'm just gonna smooth this. And because I'm unsure about that, I'm gonna just smooth this one. Yeah, so this I'm doing more like arbitrary. The last one would be this. So I'm gonna get the same bone here. Let's get this. We need to grab first this value here. It can't be on the smooth, I guess. Yes, here we go. This one I'm gonna smooth. Go back here, let's now. So even if they are displaced now, it's easy to fix. Because the others are already set correctly. So this is the first time I'm using this approach here. This very analytic approach. Sounds. Another thing, we could set up those waves. This could already have this preset edge ring selections, or for each part of the eyelids, maybe top and bottom, could make these isolations. It's can also time consuming, but it can also help the so let's bring back the subdivision surface. This is very sharp in my opinion. Don't understand why it's doing this, probably because of it's also there are a lot of delay, so probably these are sharing waves with something, and this something probably the head bone, which has wrong waves here, wrongly assigned waves here, because it's very easy to visualize, because we can just Control Shift X here, deform head, here we go. So this is an interesting thing. Let's make a highlight about this. It's a basic mistake, but sometimes it's a good example. So folks, here is a basic fundamental concept in rigging, for rigging in Blender, and you see that I have these eyelids, I'm trying to rig them, and you see the amount of offsetting there is between the control bones and well, the deformed bones, even these bendy bones, with the mesh itself. So of course what is happening here is probably that some ratio of the waves of the bendy bones are competing with something else, and what this something else is some other deformed bone influence is highly competing for the ratio that I would like, especially for this bone and this bone. So this is very easy to assess from wave paint mode. And so actually, if I select this bone, it's lagging because of the, let's go and simplify, no subdivision surface modifier, okay? So what would be competing here? So I've just started this wave painting of the facial rig, so I know what it is, but if we just want, we can inspect this with the waves menu operator, which is the sample group. So for my shortcut here, don't know if that's default, Shift Control X, I think it's default, but Shift Control X, any vertex here would do. And so here's our managerial vertex group, the deform head bone. Then we have modifier, okay, this is probably not, and mechanism, okay, these are wrong name, but these are the bendy bones, right, for the top eyelid, so they have waves here, but the real cause, if we check here, yeah, this is this bone, and this is this bone. So it's, of course, it's this extra bone which maybe shouldn't have waves here, and actually it has huge waves here because it has weight on all over the head. So I don't want, when I want a little waves, now I want zero waves here. So I'm just cleaning this out. And so now you see the offsetting disappeared. Now the ratios are not being computed by the head. And now this is not a problem. So the head doesn't really need this. Any waves could set like, I don't know, 0.002 and set all these waves for the head just to have a tiny waves there. It's not necessary, probably, because these bones eventually will be parented directly or indirectly, hierarchically, by the head. So the head bone, even through, not through the forms but through parenting relation, will carry the skeleton, right, of the eyelids rig with them. So at this point, this that I'm saying should already be happening. Let's save here. So if I pick some, I don't know, control head here, something that will move the head, for example this bone, because I already made the parenting. Okay, the problem is that now I've destroyed the waves from the head, so all the waves from the head, so this is why that was happening. But what I can do here is just make a let's get some seams here, reduce some vertices, so let's just keep adding the, after I fix this later, right? But yeah, I've deleted some smoothing that I've made here for the neck, but that's okay. We can let me go here. Let's make sure we got the head bone. I keep my vertex selection. This is the deform. Where's the deform layer? Skeleton. It is this bone, so then I'll go here. So this is my selection. Control X. Now let's get. You know what? This will work anyways, because there's another mesh influencing the head. So you see I don't know what's happening there, but it's some extra verts. Anyways, this is essentially working. But of course I'll keep at this for now. After I'll slowly take off these waves. So you see the head doesn't need to have waves on the eyelids in order for the eyelids to be carried by the head. It's just a different type of carrying. Either you carry the deformed bones like through parenting relation or bone constraints or drivers, or you carry the waves from the armature, or both, but yeah, whatever. Okay, so I need to inspect what was that weird thing that was happening. I think it was behind the eyes. We get this, and this of course needs some wave paint that is equivalent to the yes. So this is the little annoying thing in this setup. Let's delete this. I'm gonna pick this again, extrude, scale down, not snapping, then we move this GY, something like that. we can control alt this. What is the edge crease of this? Insist that. How did it got this mean crease? I don't know. Let's hide the what's happening here? Okay, it's of course I know what's happening. It's just that it's I want to change the material of this first, so temporarily let's give this thing here. Then this inherited the mesh data of the eyelids, so need to fix that. So just here we want to assign. Then we got shrink wrap eyelids. We want to take this off, remove. And that's it, but there's still... Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of this because... Well, there is nothing, so let's reassign this. Okay. The bones don't have shrink wrap, right? So this is not... They have some automation here, but the shrink wrap is broken. Outside. Yeah, this target is broken, so we need to... Ah, of course, it's a wrong target probably. We can't target this of the dependency. I need another type of eye because the shrink wrapping issues, right? But I want to be sure. No, we can target, but I think this is a mistake. Because we are carrying deformed bones that are... The mesh is shrink wrapping, the control bone that is carrying the deformed bone that is influencing the deformed mesh, then itself it's shrink wrapped to the same target. Eye surface, this should be... This can't be right. But okay, let's create a new one just for now. So it's, well, duplicate here, shrink wrap, eyelids, borders. This will be like delete this, so eyelids, borders, mod, and then this will be inside. So just to keep the eyelids border always inside. So what is the default value? Is 0. Yeah, this is good. So there's always be a wall. It will not accidentally, by whichever posing we do, it will not. Well, actually, it's not working. Oh, okay, maybe I need to augment this. Yeah, I need a certain value here of protection. So this value, I don't know how much I extruded, so this value, let's just give a, this is safe, clean and safe. Now yes, this works. I can push the eyelid. There's some influence there that I need to readjust probably. So there's no smoothing blended waves with the rest of the facial rig. That's why these artifacts are happening. We need some blended waves for the orbicularis oculi region to have wave painting. Currently it doesn't, so it's all a bit messy. But you see, the eyelids are loose. That is not working very well too. Let's hide some, again, this stuff. We could augment the eyelid shrink wrapping here to prevent certain intersections. We could also start automating. There's already some motion on this because probably of some other. What is this? Okay, this shrink wrap okay, I need to test the shrink wrapping, right? So I'm gonna save here. I need to close Blender, reopen Blender, so I can visualize. Yeah, I have a lot of drivers. I thought this would be got cleaned. But okay, at least no apparent, it's not dependency cycles, so warn, as this invalid drivers, control F keyhead, mechanism I key owner middle, where's this from? Okay, this to be addressed, but that is working here, so I'm gonna delete all this shrink wrap here, or actually, instead of deleting, it's just outside, just check if everything, yeah, it's the same value, so let's just pick this all these bones active, so we're gonna do ice surface, Alt, let's do nearest surface point, distance 0.0, this value here, outside, and the target is ice surface, and there we go. The eyelids mesh is not spreading as I thought I had correctly wave painted. Maybe I messed up the waves somehow. Gonna check. Let's resymmetrize this just in case. Oh, of course, they are lacking blended waves. So as soon as I get blended waves from the outer region, this should be solved. With the outer regions, the orbicularis oculi rig. Yes, so now we have the gradation, but because in some parts it's the only waves there exist, then it's like full waves. So this is so annoying. This is why we sometimes want to see like normalize all. No, doesn't work. Doesn't show the real color. So alright folks, so we got two progress. Let's get one more hour here of work on that. Let's go now for the... Let's consider this more or less complete, though I still shall see how to improve this. The worst case scenario, yeah, so maybe I should reposition this bone, maybe here. There are many ways to address this, but the automation, yeah, let's fix the automation. So basically we want, okay, got the shrink wrap. This copy we will address in our time, so just dump track, dump track, dump track, and dump track. Okay, so these ones will be inverted, and these ones will be positive, but we don't want a full dump track, just slight value. So whenever, so it sort of follows, right? And here for these ones we also want yeah, so it's probably helps slightly. The blended waves are, yeah, it's a problem with the blended waves, so we need to get into the other part of the rig now. Next is the eye holes, and we don't want to be looking at the eyelids anymore, so orbicularis oculi, which is eye holes. So this we need again to reposition them. I have a little more bones here to take care of, which are some bones here are offset. Yeah, we have the master eye key, right? So control eye key, whatever they are, upper face, they are here. Yeah, so I need to reposition, not this one, but yeah, so I'm gonna reposition this structure here. Right, we grabbed everything. We want to snap to that face, so this would be around, we could place on here or right here. It doesn't really matter too much because this will deform so much. Right, so this is a good joint. We could place exactly here, but that could be annoying for visualization's purpose, so let's just do it here and be satisfied with this. Now we can align this here, this here, and this we can align with this. Is a buffer bone. So after here we got this positioning, we got, yeah, because it got displaced, right? It's the only one which needs some sort of yeah, I'll place it here because we need to sort of respect these joints, right? It's fine. Align here, align here. Start with this one. We will place it. Yeah, why not about here? It's a bit too close, but whatever. It's how the upper cheek looks here. So for these ones, yeah, I could use this joint. Looks like I have a few more. This structure is a bit more elongated, right? So maybe this is a mistake. So let's try to spread this. Yeah, so here I have a few questions. It's because the geometry was different. I would preferably place this at the... Oh, I see. So this is a mistake. Let's place it about here. And then there's little... Okay, let's do it different. Let's use this joint instead. Okay, I think this can work as well. If not, well, we just have to work again. Go back here once again. Okay, that seems to be fine for the orbicular. So it does leave a bit more space to manipulate this mesh, right? A little better here. Now this one, see how it's easier to make those selections now. I could possibly, oh yeah, this goes up there. Maybe actually about. And sure, let's try here. Yeah, this can work. Here, yeah, we see some joint thing. Yeah, this curvature seems good to me. Yes, so this will be the bones for the orbicularis oculi, and we don't have bendy bones here, but we could. The problem is that these don't have the proper parentings for that. Let's see, what's the parent of this? The bone itself. I think I've got something wrong here. They form twig eye hole. Okay. It could use this one as handle, right? Handle targets. Yeah. Possibly. Okay, let's try this. So I'm gonna grow this to 5 segments. We're gonna cannot set total. Let's start with there'll be relative and absolute. So now the targets are this and this. Yeah, this will be very awkward, and the problem is that now I wrong bone. You have to have a set of, ideally, of handles just for this, right? Because these don't have a good alignment, and they actually, they have another function. Their function is to serve as targets for the position of these ones, and they're copy transform, so they're copy the rotation. We have full pose space. Really? No, but it's a special case here. They are not changing really. That means that this bone, what it has got, mechanism I key. Now it will get the orientation no matter what, so it's not good. We would need a handle parented to it probably, just so this is annoying. But bendy bones, it will be more consistent in this rig. We need this stretch. Oh, where this stretch tool came from? Twig eye hole. Okay. Okay, that is okay. At least it had this target already, so we can keep this. The target, right? The stretching target. Really, it can be that, but we need the. Yeah, something weird is happening there. Okay, we also need to change this to curved. relative, absolute, right? It's very weird how the bendy bone is. Yeah, I think it's because of. Oh yes, oh yes. We cannot have this. Yeah, the handle must exist here, and this is where it would be nice to have like a. It's trying to target this one, right? It would be nice if you had something that would. I have no idea what this is doing, but it's not doing the job, right? Of course, if I change the target for this, its orientation, it's bad. So this, I would expect that this would sort of help, but it doesn't quite help. So what we need is just a handle. Right, so here would be absolute, but yeah, so you could do something like add a bone here, or be Clarice Oakley. This bone could have like this color, then it's called a handle handle. You have a handle handle. These names are very weird. Yeah, they were duplicate, so like handle eye hole 002, yeah, top, yeah, good. Then we try to align it here, then pick it as the target here for this, but we want to, yeah, we can also change this. We just parent it here, keep offset. Now we're gonna shift the what's the parent of this? Tweak. Okay, no, it doesn't need this parent anymore. It can. So this could be 0, 1. Then we snap it there. We start by aligning here. This is fine. Then we can change the parent to here and parent this one to this. And then we change this. Let's reset row maybe. No, let's keep the align here, and let's align this here. Already parented this handle. We're gonna change this one relative, no, not relative, tangent, right? So here we gonna first align here and then de-twist whatever you got here. Something that will be more or less more natural. So we want to change this parent now, keep offset. This one's already parent here, yes. Then we're gonna shift Shift D, then we're gonna Shift D, Control F2 B, so find replace top bot, then this will be 01, 02, 03, 04. We're gonna parent this here, parent this here, parent this parent this here, parent this here, parent this here, parent this here, parent this here. This one's already no, I think wrong parent. I think I exchanged their no, it's because this doesn't have 0, 1. Yeah, this is annoying. So yeah, I'll decide that, fix that later. I need this positioning, align, then let's try to, yeah, first we align, position and align. Then we the parent is set. I need to change these targets here. Tangent. No, gotta change some stuff. So absolute 002. This one we change the parenting of the bendy bones, save, yeah, let's fix the parenting of the bendy bones. This is already correct. Alright, then let's fix again this tangent absolute. Okay, 01002. Tangent absolute, wrong targets here and here, and then here we got three, alright, and tangent and 4. Tangent absolute, and then the last one, yeah, this is set. All right, tangent absolute, tangent absolute, tangent absolute, then tangent absolute, relative absolute, tangent with hold alt absolute. Okay, let's get this thing ready. Then we got the targets. I think this was ready. This 1, 2, and 3, and then 3 and 4. Alright, and then we can, these are already aligned, so we just need to keep improving these particular curvatures here. Try to get something more natural. From all angles. Be slightly improvements. Of course it's arbitrary, but it sort of helps slightly. Whatever helps and doesn't cause is whatever helps to improve, and that's not too, and it's comprehensible, it's welcome. So now I think we can probably resymmetrize this. I think we got some issues here because might have to fix the targets here. So yeah, we could change the targets now. So we could use the handle indeed. Let's reset here. It's probably bone naming that got something wrong. In the symmetrization, the lack of symmetrization. Spontaneous for certain workflows. One, okay, then we pick this on again and symmetrize. Okay, so something is broken and I don't know. Okay, so you have some duplicate here. We don't need these ones indeed. Maybe the targets are there. Yeah, probably it's like that. Wait, no, I think I've deleted some important, yeah, I deleted the wrong one apparently, so these are okay, so something crazy about these bendy bones of this side, right? So I don't know why they it's symmetric, but getting wrong target, right? Something about the bone names. Okay, I see. Ah, yeah, of course, of course. These ones, they don't have the proper name, so names auto here and symmetrize, then symmetrize, and oh, that should be that. Indeed. Yeah, lacking wave paint, but we already have this for eyebrow. The proposition is here. These are not carrying as they should. Something happened to this structure here. Ah, I deleted them. No, they are here. I've lost some targets here. I'm gonna compare mechanism. I key, I hold top left. Yeah, it's this target here. Okay, it's this one, then this one would be for this one, and then this one will use this one. Alright, I see. So pretty simple, just a slight anomaly for the last one. Looks like we've lost some bone constraints. Don't know what the hell happened there. Right, and then save. It lost the I key bone constraint. Good. So basically what we got here was this. It's a mechanism keychain, which has offsettable deform rig with these tweakers. They are deform bones, and so you can control. This is not for the eyelids, this is for the orbicularis oculi. So this is eye hole stuff, the muscles around the eyes, and then we have this double masters here, which is we need also to resymmetrize all that. So I broke some parts of the rig in the while doing this, but then we fixed. So this is like experimental, but the rig works, right? There's some facility if you want some. I find it's cool. It serves certain purpose. Although in this character design particularly I haven't tested yet. It's not totally clear when we should use it, but we can tweak. The idea is to use the automation of free automation of the iKey stuff. Can even tweak from here with the auto iKey, so we have some additional ways to tweak this. You can't do this on normal rigs, like they don't have this kind of automated feature. They have other features, but I have these other features. I have these tweakers. We have the pose assets, of course, which I have to build, but this is kind of, I think this is kind of very interesting. So I was trying to develop ideas for new concepts for automation. Well, this is inverse kinematics type of automation, right? So it's not new, but how to use this in different parts of the body, including the facial rig, the face rig. So this was the small research here. This kind of setup is kind of tricky. Took me years like of rigging to just start to understand that something like that would be feasible. The idea really, the real challenge here, besides understanding what rig can do, was to be able to manipulate the iKey chain in relation to the to the tweak layer, and in this case also having bendy bones involved. So it's a layered complication of stuff, levels of complication, but it's actually not too hard to build. Yeah, actually it's hard, but with proper orientation it's actually kind of simple. This relies on the concept of simultaneous iKey and fkey, because as I tweak I can also use the inverse kinematics. So actually my idea of simultaneous iKey fkeys is wrongly named, wrongly spelled, wrongly it's not fkey, it's actually tweaker. So we can tweak the deform rig on top of the fkey, and this doesn't disrupt the possibility of having some fkey, I guess. Let's see if that is correct. Provide, yeah, but then we need to we need something like, yeah, something like this. Of course, tweaking from the middle, we don't really have this possibility. So it's not that versatile, but we can make some crazy stuff if we take the patience. I don't have the controllers to set this. This is a regular Ike chain, right? So it has plenty of limitation. But the cool thing is that you can grab it even from here or from here. So I reached that state because I was trying to do this solely with an auto Ike option, you know. But then the auto Ike option, it would end up in some direction, I don't know which one. It will end up being F key, so we have F key on one side and then I key on the other. I couldn't have this stick pin. Now both extremities can be pinned like this. This is thanks to the I key bone constraint. The auto I key option can't do this, unfortunately. So we need this is why, oh, maybe then I need to use an I key bone constraint. But then, using the I key bone constraint, I had to deal with the complications of having this mechanism I key chain, so it is carrying these bones. So there can be some offsetting, but it's still being controlled, and that's it. So it's not big mystery. But it's sort of complicated to set up because we need to find a way how to explain, to have these tweaker bones follow the... No, it's not hard to make it follow, but it still needs to be free to move. So we can't just... We could just parent it, but then some other bones would not answer indirectly to certain things. So like I move here, some bones that maybe be dependent on this one, they will not move at all. They will be stiff. So this is why I need to bone constrain this without parenting. The parenting relation like will not be sufficient. It will not inherit this pushing or dragging. So that's crazy stuff for automation. Crazy stuff, right? I have to... Fortunately, I had the experience already to solve this because we can create some bone constraints that can allow the bone to be posable, right? But there is more to this rig. So all right. So now this is carrying the tweakers, and there's more bone constraints here. Well, these also shrink wraps. Although these targets are wrong, need to redo this, right? Let's see what does shrink wrap here. Probably not these mechanism bones. These no. These probably certainly not. The masters don't need. Oh, this one maybe. Yes, okay. So, but this target is inexistent, I think. This doesn't need. Oh, this has some shrink wrap. Okay. Alright, and this. For facilities, maybe. Yeah, this is arguable. It might not be necessary, but not super important. Yeah, so I can still have this automation here to this main ISO. But this can't affect these bones here. It would change. Well, it actually could instead of the tweaker. But I decided to do this in this way, right? It's easy to grant the automation for the tweakers. Like it's more accurate. Because this will change everything, right? So I decided just to have this master of masters, this kind of bond here, just a parenting relation between the master. These are the Ike targets, by the way, these blue ones. Actually, these are not Ike targets, these are the opposite side of the Ike targets. They are the base from this side. So this is F key, right? So this particular bone is parented here. So this is where the I key chain ends. Or yeah, it starts here, the I key chain, and ends here, but the F key chain starts here and ends there. This is offset parenting. Yeah, this is offset, and these are our connected parenting. Alright. So this thing explained. Wave painting of that, yeah, but turns out it's a bit too late now, folks, so I need to conclude here. After these waves of the eye holes or eye contour, I will address then the face, the upper face, including the eyebrows, and that would complete. Well, no, there's the eyelashes also, yeah. So I'll do the eyelashes in the end. The bones already have the automations. They just need wave painting, and so I need to test all that and check if everything is working fine. I see that we got something wrong already from this is right, so I don't know why it is. Probably because the face already has gone through more wave paint here, and yeah, it's an armature deformity. No, it's already were bad, right? So okay. So I'm seriously considering to have the mesh reconnected. I have a plan now. Let me think theoretically just before. So there's the idea would be if I use specifically for the eyebrow bones, right? Could be for other features of the upper face, but notably for the eyebrow bones, which will rely on shrink wrapping. Or whichever bone that relies on shrink wrapping that targets the face. Okay, I need yeah, so clearly I need a dynamic ghost face, a dummy model of the face that deforms alongside the face, and it's slightly like in the inverse sonic melt rig, right below it, but that of course doesn't contain eyelashes. So this will allow whichever is bone construct, in this case bones, they will carry the eyebrow along this mesh, the invisible mesh, which will have the same similar shape of the deforming forehead and orbicularis oculi. Then it will then also, this will also probably have another ghost target. Maybe I can reuse the eyes here, maybe not, but that's not a problem. If it's the case, just duplicate this and make a ghost of it. We can have multiple shrink wrapping targets, object targets, and they work together. So it's like you're creating a Lego structure of shrink wrapping targets. So you can have a surface that is like the eye, then you have another surface that is, I don't know, it's like the face, then as it crosses the eyes, maybe it ends about there. They can be separated, can be mesh islands, they can be separated objects, and then the mesh or the bones, they will sort of adapt to the these shrink wrapping surface. It's very interesting. So you can have this stiff eye thing here as a surface to shrink wrap, so it blocks a lot of stuff already. It's a protection. Then we can have other structures, right? They don't need to be all in the same connected mesh. They can be mesh islands in the same mesh object, or multiple mesh objects. Probably sometimes certain things can go wrong in those approaches, but it will tend to shrink wrap. The stuff will tend to shrink wrap in what is in the front. Yeah. Let's write this here. Eyebrow. Now eyelashes connected to face to eyelids. But shrink wrap. Yeah, ghost. Upper, yeah, face ghost. Of course, doesn't contain eyelashes. Then eyebrow stuff, shrink wraps, not to eyelashes. Yeah, so the trick is really to have the eyebrow, but then there are more things that I need to assess. How to solve the ghost face when I have all these structures here? So it's a shrink wrapping puzzle, right? Having the dynamic ghost mesh makes things a bit more complicated. It mainly, let me try to remember. The bones which are deforming or controlling or parent of the deformed bones, sort of. I'm not totally sure, it's always confusing. But let's simplify. The bones which deform, a shrink wrapping mesh through a shrink wrap modifier cannot be bone shrink wrapped to the same target that is being used for the shrink wrapping mesh target. So you have that's it. We override that, will create a dependency cycle. So in the universal Enigma rig, it will happen with the lips or mouth surrounding mesh, the same mesh that is deformed by the lips deformed bones. These deformed bones cannot have shrink wrap bone constraints to that same target of shrink wrap. So they are loose. Yeah, but there are some things that work in spite of all the times. It's weird because even in the inverse Enigma rig there are the deformed lips, but they are parent to a bone which has a shrink wrap bone constraint, the mouth positioning bone, and that doesn't create dependency cycles, strangely. Yeah. It is... Okay, I'm certainly forgetting some detail. It's because there are other bones on the face, and those other bones, they are also... Oh, okay. It relates to the wave paints of the waves of the vertex groups of the ghost muzzle. So the ghost face cannot have vertex groups which well, let's take the inverse the ghost muzzle, which I don't have here as mesh yet, it cannot contain the vertex groups of the forms of the lips. Yeah, I can't explain, so this is too confusing, but I know how to make it, so that's what matters. So there's probably many solutions to what I'm trying to do, and yeah, I really would like to have this. It's too annoying to have this mesh separated. At some point I've thought that I've discovered that what I was missing and that was the only way around, but now I'm thinking, no, there is a workaround to keep my eyelashes connected, so inside here, and still have everything working. So it's very bizarre, but probably I will need, yeah, so I'll need to eyebrow to shrink wrap to a dynamic ghost mesh face, and not to the face as I used to do. Yeah, so shrink wrapping some either bones or mesh, either the eyebrows mesh or the eyebrows bones. If they are shrink wrapped directly to the face, then of course then we cannot have this on the face. That will be disaster, right? That the either bones or mesh of the eyebrow will snap to the what is in front, which is the eyelash, the top eyelash especially. So this is not acceptable, right? This will ruin the possibility of having those cartoony expressions where the eyebrow they go very deep into the eye, right? That's very funny expressions, very important. So I didn't know that, and now I know. So to conclude, it's more about what we decide to be the shrink wrap target. And so with the technique of the dynamic ghost mesh, what I call ghost mesh that deforms along, this is the inverse sonic rig technique, right, method. There are other ghost mesh we can use. We can make a static ghost mesh that doesn't deform, it is stiff, and this can solve other problems of shrink wrapping, but it cannot solve certain other issues. So the cool thing is that it follows the shape of the face, and so it allows, so imagine this, the eyebrow as if it were lips of the inverse sonic mouth rig. So it's like we're trying to do the same trick that we do there for the lips or the mouth, but for the eyebrow. And so we don't target this into the face, we target them onto a dynamic ghost mesh. That's an interesting idea. Let me write this down. So treat eyebrows as lips. Yeah, so this is probably the, did I call with dynamic ghost face? Yes, that's it, that's enough. Alright folks, thanks for watching, take care, happy blending, see you tomorrow, we'll be back and continuing this progress. Take care and happy blending. See you around folks.